Good, good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? How has your morning been? I hope it has been awesome. On my part, it has been very successful. Okay, so I hope yours too. I will start this training by introducing myself. My name is Lorianne Mayfan, and I am a trainer with Impact Her, and equally the digital marketing strategies at Impact Her. Now it's over to you. I would like to know every single person on this call. So if you are just joining us, first of all, you are most welcome to our training session this afternoon. And secondly, please introduce yourself. That is your name. Tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us what you do. That means your business name or what you do, and equally tell us how is the day going for you. So please do that in the comment section. Now I'd like everybody to get familiar with the comment section, because that is the area where we are really going to be conversing frequently. If you have a question, you're going to drop it there. For you to introduce yourself, you're going to drop it there. Okay, so one more time, welcome to everybody joining. Like I earlier mentioned, my name is Lorianne Mayfan, and I am a trainer with Impact Her, and equally the digital marketing strategies at Impact Her, right? And today I would be taking the very first session of this training. Okay, so while you're joining, please introduce yourself, tell us your name, tell us where you're joining us from. Keywords, we do not have to be shy throughout this training. We have to participate, we have to collaborate. Okay, we are all sharing, and you don't know who you might be meeting on this call. So everybody, please use the comment section to introduce yourself, your name, tell us where you're joining us from, tell us what you do. And in order for this call to be very successful, I'm not going to be alone. I am here with my wonderful colleague. Her name is Judith, Mrs. Judith Lokosu. So she's actually joining you from Benin. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to tell everybody where I'm joining from. So I am joining from Cameroon, which is a very wonderful and beautiful country in Central Africa, actually the best, and it's equally called Africa in miniature. And just gentle reminders, we will be winning the World Cup. It's also a very awesome country. We are a very great nation. So anybody willing to come to Cameroon, the door is always open. So please tell us your name, where you're joining us from, and what you do for us to get acquainted to each other. By the way, while you're there, please say hi to Judith too. Please tell Judith hello, ask her how she's faring, and equally ask her if she's very enthusiastic for today's session. So I'm heading over straight away to the comment section to greet every single person that is already here on the call. So good afternoon to, let me see, Nisila. You have a beautiful name. Good afternoon, Nisila, and welcome. Good afternoon, Rashida. Welcome. Good afternoon, Celestina. Good afternoon, Najat. Good afternoon. Yavumba. Wow, wonderful. Good afternoon. Welcome. Okay, Nisila has mentioned that she's into poultry farming. So you are welcome. Welcome to everybody on today's call. Now we can all tell the others that we are live. Please, you can tell everybody that the call has already started, so we can share the link to our various mates that we know, so that we all do not miss. Good afternoon, Dr. Kodima. I've been with you on the call before. It's very awesome to have you here this afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Kodima. So good afternoon to everybody that is still shy to introduce his or herself. Good afternoon, and welcome on today's call. Now, before we effectively commence the training, we'd like to thank the Sung Foundation that is actually giving us the possibility to carry out this training, because if the Sung Foundation would not have been there, this training wouldn't have been possible. So we are really grateful to the Sung Foundation, and we actually say it's going to be a very, very exciting and a very, very serious moment, and we promise to give in our 100%. So, good afternoon once more and welcome. Let's do well to invite everybody that isn't yet aware that the call is live. Please, let's tell them that we are already live and we are on the call. While we do so, I'm going to start by introducing today's session. I'll introduce today's topic, and our topic for today is building your brand and selling online. Now, I'm just going to tell us that this training is going to run exactly 8 sessions, and we're going to have 2 sessions per week. So it's very important that you do not miss any of these sessions, because I know and I'm certain that in every session you would learn one more thing, one more step that builds you and that takes you closer to the digital arena where your business is supposed to be. So we'll call upon you to be very focused, to be very participative. Please use the comment section like I have been saying. Feel free to drop any comment, any preoccupation, any worry, any question. We will be there to assist. I am there. Judith is there to make sure that you understand everything. So to start, we are looking at building your brand and selling online. Building your brand and selling online. Why? Because for you to effectively sell online, you need a brand. You need to have a brand well built, and you need to actually know, how do I sell online? What does it take for me to sell online? So this is the first course that we are covering this afternoon, and now this is the agenda. So what we are going to be covering is, first of all, establishing your brand online. So what does it mean by having your brand online? What do you need to do to have your brand well established online? The very second part of the training is where we'll be talking about developing your e-commerce offering. Now, when we're talking about developing your e-commerce offering, we're going to be looking at what is e-commerce as a whole, what are the little tips, the little tricks that you must take into consideration to have a very successful navigation on the internet. The last point, or the last section that we're covering, is utilizing social media to drive sales. So this is our today's agenda, and be rest assured that after each topic covered, we are going to have a phase of question and answers where we are going to pause and ask questions, and you'll be able to tell us what you understand or what you don't understand, or where you need more clarification, and equally give us your remarks. This does not stop the fact that even if throughout the session you have some questions, urgent questions that pop up, feel free to leave the questions, because I will be coming to the chat section frequently, and Judith is there to make sure that those questions too are responded to. Okay, now let's move forward. Maybe I'll still say a warm welcome to those joining now. Good afternoon. Ada say, wow, welcome, and we're very happy to have you on the call. Good afternoon, Umar. Welcome. We are very happy to have you on the call. You're equally a member of the Sung Foundation team. It's awesome to have you here. Let's not forget to tell everybody that we are already live. Let's share the link to those that haven't yet had the link. Let's remind them, because the serious things already started. We're already getting deeper into the session. Equally, give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss everything that is going to be shared on today's session. Okay, now before we dive deeper, there's a very good news that we have for everybody on the call, and it goes thus. Google is offering a free boot camp which is called the Hustle Academy Boot Camp. This is a very wonderful boot camp for every single person that is having a business and that wants this business to scale, meaning wants this business to go to another level. This boot camp is what? Free. free. So it's a 1 week long training bootcamp where you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn about business strategy. You're going to learn about how to increase your sales, digital marketing, how to pitch for success, how to even access financing. Is a very great opportunity, and I'm going to call on every single small business owner, medium, big business owner to leverage on this, because you will learn a lot from this bootcamp. So in order for you to be registered for the Hustle Academy bootcamp, the link is going to be dropped in the comment section by Judith. Click on it, keep that link aside, and then you register for the bootcamp immediately after we are concluded with today's session. Please do not miss this bootcamp for any reason. It's really going to be awesome, wonderful. Okay, now I have a question for us on the call. Can somebody tell me, or can we all mention, how do we currently market our business? How do we currently market our businesses? How do you currently market your business? Please tell us. Tell us. How do you currently market your business? What are the strategies that you're putting in place? Is it mouth to mouth, word of mouth? Is it email? Is it social media? Just let us know. How do you currently market your business? Meanwhile, I'm going to welcome Ivy Adams. Ivy, you are welcome. She's joining here. I don't know if you're he or she, but Ivy looks she. Joining from Accra, Ghana, partner of Lao Rama Power Company Limited, and also into fashion and beauty. Awesome. You are welcome, Ivy. You are welcome, everybody on the call. So, I am now expecting the responses as per how do we currently market our businesses? What are the actions that you put in place? Is it face to face? Is it going to a shop? Is it online? Just let me know. What are the current actions that you do to market your business? Please let us know in the comment section. How do you currently market your business? Thank you so much. Judith has already posted the question in the comment section. Please, there is no wrong or right answer. All of us here are contributing. We are all sharing. So let's not feel, indisposed or shy or timid to share. No, we are all here to learn from each other, contribute. So let's feel free to share. How do we currently market our business? What are the actions? What are the strategies that we're putting in place? How do we currently market our businesses? How do we currently market our business? Thank you so much, Mrs. Yavumba, that says word of mouth, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. That is very awesome. Thank you so much. Hamidu says, Abdul Basit, a Soon Foundation member. Okay, welcome, Mr. Abdul Basit. So tell us, how do you currently market your business? So Florence says, we market online, mostly WhatsApp. Wonderful. Very interesting. Omar says both face-to-face and social media. Very, very interesting. I must say that face-to-face is a non-negotiable type of marketing. Why? Because it instills trust. It's important that when you're marketing your business, the person has the possibility to put a face to what they are receiving, so they can know, this is the person that sold to me, spoke to me. And then you always have the possibility to explain yourself better when you're doing it face to face. So it's very awesome. WhatsApp online, it's a platform that we all should not neglect. It's a platform that we all should definitely not neglect. Why? Because the world is becoming a global village. And then through the pandemic, we all discovered a lot of advantages that the online sphere has. Okay, so online is a very, very awesome method, and that's what we'll be diving deeper from now forward. So let me read the last answer from Ivy, that says we distribute flyers and posters, word of mouth, and sometimes social media. Referral also plays a major role in our business. This is awesome. I'm very happy that we all have most, defined channels as to how we are marketing our products. It's very essential. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing, and let's all keep this energy moving in the session. Now we are going to cover the very first part, which is establishing your brand online. Now, the very first point is what benefits are brought to businesses by going online. If you have an answer, please comment and while I expatiate. Now, like I mentioned while I was explaining and commenting the reasons, the various means through why we're supposed to be online, there are a lot of reasons why businesses must be online. The very first one is that 1.79 billion people shopped online last year in 2021. Now, we're not saying 1.79 million. We did not even say 100 million. We're talking about 1.79 billion. This is simply telling us that the online sphere is gaining grounds. The online sphere is taking over, and many more people are conscious and are taking things seriously concerning their online presence, and equally the fact that they can trust shops online. This is very important. Now, 97% learn more about a business online than anywhere else. I'm sure that even in our day-to-day now, it's very difficult for us not to ask Google if we have a question or another. For example, you want to eat, you're in a new town. For example, Lorian, I can be in Ghana right now, I'm in Accra, and I don't really know much, but I want to eat. My very first action would be to go to Google and say, hey Google, find restaurants around me. So you see, I'm one of the people, and I'm sure you too fall into the category of the 97% that learn about a business online than anywhere else. So you understand that the online sphere is taking ground and that it's advantageous for your business to be online. The last statistic that we would be sharing here is that 95% of purchases would be through e-commerce by 2040. Wow. So we have first of all shown what happened last year. We are currently seeing that as we talk, about 97% of people learn about a business online than anywhere else. And we're going further to say that in the 10 years coming through, almost everybody will be buying online. Now, we now get that the online sphere is bringing in so many advantages for business owners. Now, how then do businesses use the internet? The very first thing is to sell products. Since we are all here, it's first of all because we're thinking of how do I increase my sales? How do I make sure that I'm reachable, discoverable by more people? How do I ensure that many people look at my offering? Okay, so how can businesses use the internet? First of all, they will sell their products, sell their products or services via the internet. They will buy products maybe from partners, maybe from other distributors equally online. Now, buying and selling online has been something that keeps growing and growing and growing on the online sphere. Another point is the fact that there is advertisement. There is advertisement that is going out on the online sphere. The fourth point that we'll be looking at here is that equally online, you can reach customers, and exceptionally and very importantly, you research on competition. This is something that we should not relent on. Thanks to the online sphere, we can now see what the others are doing, learn from what the others are doing, see how we can leverage on what they are doing and what they are not doing, so that we can all benefit from the online sphere. So these are a few ways how businesses use the internet to be online. Now let's talk about you building an online presence. It's very important in this increasing digital age for you to have an online presence. Now when we're talking about an online presence, is not just sending out one email and saying, hey, I'm doing business online. No, your business has to have a real component of an online presence. It could be a website, it could be an e-commerce platform, it could be a social media page, or all three, because it's all beneficial for your business to be online. Now, we're looking at very key examples. Invalid Travel and then Junior Actors are businesses that really took upon a very high turnover rate thanks to them being online, building points, building their online sphere via very critical tools known as the Google Business Profile. And don't fret, we're going to see it throughout the other session. Now, what are the various types of platforms available for you to build your online presence? First of all, you have your very own website, which is your very own platform. And to be very honest, in 2022, we are advising every single person to have a website for your business. It's very important, it's very crucial. Why? Because your website goes way beyond what social media cannot offer. You know, when you're online with your social media page, sometimes people come and they just scroll through, so you cannot take more time. Maybe someone might see one thing that you've posted and the person wants to know more about you, and then the feed can be really more difficult. Your website is a very great way for the person to have more information about you online. So your website, it's like your company, but it's online. You know, you when you know your shop, you know your physical shop, you know, you people need to see that there is a shop, right? So your website is like a physical shop online. And do not be afraid, there are now a lot of ways for you to have free websites. It could be wix.com, it could be the Google Business Profile, it could be the Google site, it could be a WordPress. So there are a lot of ways that you can have a free website. Another way for you to be online on another platform are social media. Very interactive, great way to make yourself known. And why is here? Because it is accessible to large and varying audiences. Okay, social media too is a very important and a very exceptional place for you to be online. Now, the very third platform is the online directory. So an online list, okay, is actually mainly websites that regroup, okay, numbers of details concerning a business online. You know, the normal registration diaries that we've had. Maybe in those days we used to have companies that would tell us, okay, this, if you want to get to this company, this is how you get to this company. If you want to talk to this person, this is how you come to this person. You know, a business registry is the same thing. This is online directory. They're like business registry. They give you details about a business online. You see the business name, website, contact details, email. Okay, so they actually give you a list or catalog of contacts or websites concerning business. And we have a lot. We have like Africa Online Directory. There are a lot of platforms like that. There are also ways for you to be online. So you have your website, you have social media, you have online directory. The other point is e-commerce platform. It's a platform that allows you to sell your product or service online. Platforms like Africrea, platforms like Amazon, platforms like Gigi are very interesting and important platforms that you could use to be online. Now, can we look at e-commerce in Africa? We're talking about 400 million internet users in Africa, second only to China. That means the proportion of people getting acquainted to the online sphere in Africa keeps growing. And you in Ghana, you can be there in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Benin, in Cameroon, and you get to have customers all over the world just because you are present online and you're giving a very good offering, right? Also, 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. You see that e-commerce in Africa keeps being on the rise. Then equally, we have 16.5 billion revenue generated from e-commerce in 2017. Now, these are some key statistics about e-commerce in Africa. Now let's look at examples of e-commerce platforms available. The first one is Amazon. Amazon allows for individuals and businesses to sell and display products for sale online. There's equally Konga. It is one of Nigeria's leading e-commerce platforms. It offers a large range of products that can be found on one platform. Very awesome platform. Jumia allows customers to buy a wide variety of products and groceries online. It also offers bill paying, food delivery, and mobile data plan services. Now, can somebody comments, what are the great platforms in Ghana? What are the great platforms that you use online? Now, selling your market on online marketplaces. Kilimall. Kilimall is an online shopping mall that connects merchants and customers via e-commerce marketplace. Okay, is in Kenya, I'm sure. Bid or Buy is also an online marketplace offering a convenient way for people to buy or sell virtually. We have Gigi.ng is a classified marketplace in Africa which provides buyers and sellers an avenue to sell and exchange goods and services. So we just saw e-commerce platform and now we're seeing online marketplaces. Let's talk about online business directory. It's actually, like I mentioned, a website which lists businesses based on categories, niche, location, activities, or size. So you actually list your page, your business in a way that it can easily be found. We have Yellow Pages of Africa as examples and Africa Business Pages, right? Now, how do you get your business listed on an online directory? It's very simple. To get listed on one of the largest business directories in Africa, first of all, you need to register your business details, right? And this online directory is Africa Business Pages. So Africa Business Pages, if you want your business to be registered there, first of all, register your business details, contact details, business sector, country or region, and then it's going to be shown there. Now, how do you get your business on social media? With the right marketing plan, you can use social media platforms to create successful campaigns and increase sales. Equally, create new business opportunities, brand recognition, and customer service. Now, these are all the advantages that you can get with social media. Social media is actually very great when your business is at the starter, and equally when your business is trying to maintain those that are already in the zone. So to sign up on social media, it's very easy. First of all, you sign up on any of the platforms that you're choosing. It could be Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube. You add pictures, you create your username, and then you would add business details. So we are going to pause here for the first part of questions and answers. Okay, we just covered how to establish your business online, and in this we looked at some key statistics why we are supposed to be online, why businesses are supposed to be online, why or how can they take advantage of being online. We talked about your own website, we talked about platforms like e-commerce platforms, we talked about online business directories, and we talked about social media. Now, so far, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions with this first part of the training that was shared? We looked at establishing your online presence. Any questions, please? Hi, Bisam. Oh, she's Dorcas. Hi, Dorcas. Welcome. Hi, Salatu. Oh, we're very happy to have you here this afternoon, Salatu. Okay, nice. I now hope that we've seen the importance of having an online presence, why businesses should be online. From the statistics that we've shared about e-commerce in Africa, you see that you have everything to gain by having your business online, and it could be in every way. You could be on an online directory. You must have your own website. Remember, we talked about Wix.com, Google Sites for free websites. We talked about even having the Google Business Profile for a free website. Then we equally mentioned that you can use e-commerce platforms to sell. We presented Amazon, we presented Bid or Buy, and then we equally presented online marketplaces like Kilimall, like Gigi.ng. And I even asked, can somebody mention an online marketplace and an e-commerce platform that is really popular in Ghana, so that we can talk about that. All right. So if we have any questions, please let us mention in the comment question that we have questions. If there aren't questions, let's equally mention that we are good, because silence doesn't always mean consent. Any questions, please? Please, let's not be shy. This training has to be very interactive. This training has to be very interactive, very participative. So please, if you have anything withholding you, do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Meanwhile, if we are good to go too, we can equally mention that we are good to go so that we can move forward. Please, let's do that. All right. As we are doing so, let me take us further to the second part of today's session, which is developing your e-commerce offering. Developing your e-commerce offering. Now, the very first point when you are developing your e-commerce offering, which is how exactly you are supposed to be online, is to pick a domain. Okay, so what is your domain name? Your domain name is that address where customers can access your website. Okay, see, google.com. So google.com now is the domain. So your domain name is what your customers will use to actually find you. It's what you will need when you are building a website. When you buy a domain, you purchase the name of your site so that others cannot use it. So there are many sites you can actually register a domain on. Africa Domain and Google Domains are just a few of the many platforms, right? There is equally GoDaddy. So a domain name can be any combination of letters and numbers, and it can be used in a combination of the various domain name extensions such as .com, .net, .gh, yeah, there's .gh, .ng, .cm, right? So your domain name is www.sungfoundation.com, right? Sung Foundation is the domain name. Now, it's important that you know no two websites can have the same domain name. If someone types your www.yourdomain.com, it would go to your website and no one else. Okay, so fun fact, computer uses IP addresses, which are a series of numbers. However, it is difficult for humans to remember strings of numbers. Because of this, the domain names were developed to use to identify entities on the internet rather than using IP addresses. Right now that we have talked about the very first step, let's us go to the various places where you can actually register your domain name. Now, after you have bought your domain name, the second thing that you have to do is register your domain name. And there are actually a lot of platforms that can help you register, and it's actually you to pick up which is actually adequate for you. Some have added functions like website builders, others include one with Host Africa and Google Host. So after you've bought your domain or after you've purchased what you want your domain to be, then you need to get it registered. And some of the platforms that would facilitate this registration, there is GoDaddy, there is Donate King, and there is Bluehost. All right, so the very second step is where you are building your site. So after you choose your domain name, excuse me, after you choose your domain name, you are you are supposed now to build your site. So building a website is can be very a very tedious process, right? It can be a very tedious and difficult process. So whether you own a small business or you're looking to create your own blog, website builders actually make it easy. All right, but if you don't have money to hire a web designer, there are easier ways for you to build your website, right? And you can use free platforms. And examples of free platforms are which you can equally build a website on Google Sites through GMB, through Squarespace. These are actually ways in which you can build your domain name for free. Those are platforms. Yes, those are platforms where you can build your domain for free. Okay. Thank you to everybody that commented as we move forward. Now, the third thing is you need to use and customize templates. Templates are actually a very big part of what makes website builders easy. So with a template, you will get all the basic structure and design, especially on platforms such as Wix. So when choosing a template, you need to consider if the basic structure is in line with what you want and need on your website. You need to think of your business. You need to think of your business colors when you are actually choosing content. So the step one was choosing a domain name. The second step was building a site. Now the third step is when you're uploading content. Now you have to figure out what pages your website needs. Each page of your website needs to have original content, images and text that communicate your products and what your brand is all about. So do well to put in nice pictures, to put in information so that they can see, so that when people come to your site, they can see what your business is all about. Content is very important because if there's no content, they would not understand. So in as much as you're uploading this content, you need to make sure that it's clear and understandable. Now, what are the best practices when creating content for your website? First of all, you need to prioritize your audience. You need to frame your website in a way that focuses on how your product or service helps solve your customers' problems and makes life easier. Very important. Sell your benefits versus what it's all about. Sell your benefits. Show them how this activity would help them. Show them how your products from your poultry farm is exceptional. Show them how your beauty products are selected with care and that they are original. So you actually always need to make sure that in as much when you're creating your content, you have to make sure that you're prioritizing your audience, you're showing them the benefits. The second point is you need to research your competitors. You need to take a little time to research other websites similar to yours, identify your unique value proposition and highlight what makes you special on your site. You need to always make sure that you go and research what are the others doing. Even if you have to look at what others are doing internationally, just even to get inspiration, it's very okay for you to at least know how to gain the market in the future. So it's important that you research on your competitors nationally to see what they are doing and to see how you can leverage on that. The third point is you need to learn search engine optimization basics. So you need to learn the necessary for you to make sure that your website ranks above. So SEO is how you increase your chances of ranking in the search engines. When people look for what the website offers, incorporate SEO into what you write on each page. So SEO, you're going to learn more about it as we move forward. But it's actually every action that you're doing to make sure that your website ranks above. It includes the content. It includes adding the add-ons. It includes ensuring that you have the right keywords available to your website. It's every action that you're taking into consideration to make sure that your website is above. Now, how do you go above and beyond with e-commerce plugins? First of all, you need to promote and and equally you need to add discount code tools. Okay, easy to use checkout. So use promotion and add code tools on your website. For example, always use those coupons that are easily there so that they can be serve as call to actions. People could easily click on them. Also use easy to use checkout points. Very important, right? Sign in here, log out here, search engine optimization, email marketing integration. Very important. Ask people for their email so that you can keep them in your zone, in your sphere, and equally use multiple payment options, PayPal, Visa, all that is available, right? Very, very important. All that is available. Now, where do you now download all these plugins that help you increase the efficiency of your website? You can go to WooCommerce, okay? Building your online store on the open source, completely completely customizable e-commerce platforms. You can go to WooCommerce, you can go to Easy Digital Downloads, which is a complete e-commerce solution for WordPress. All right, you use it right out of the box or tailor it to your business with add-ons. Then we can go to WP Commerce. Now, all these plugins, they are actually little additions that you put to your website that facilitates processes like when maybe add to cart, maybe purchase here, maybe sign up here. All these help facilitate the navigation process on the website, and you have now the various places where you can download all these plugins. Now, the very last or before last item that we'll be looking at here is that you need to make sure your website is mobile friendly. Now, when we have a website, many people now use laptops, it's true, but many other people equally use their phones. So you have to make sure that you are able to browse with your phone and equally with your your laptop. So if you're thinking about having your website, always make sure that it's mobile friendly. I'm sure most of us are even using our phone to access the training, so you can now imagine the number of people that need to use their phones to equally access the internet, right? So 2.41 people who have shopped online worldwide in 2021. Very important. 21 million people in Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. I'm even sure if we add Ghana, there should be 22. Okay. 50% of consumers shop more online on the mobile than in the shop. So you're seeing that many people are getting to the understanding of the importance of the mobile sphere. Now, how do you check if your site is mobile friendly? Right, you go to g.to/test my site for you to actually see if your site is mobile friendly. So a slow mobile site limits your business. If somebody can't easily access your business on their phone, it's going to limit your efficiency, right? So it's very important that you check this. Now we are going to pause here for the second phase of question and answers. So if you have questions with regards to this second part, we just covered how to develop your e-commerce offering. We spoke about buying your domain, building your site, and equally uploading content. We now spoke about having add-ons, plugins that would help you to make sure that your website is mainly well developed, mainly has these little hands add-ons that make it smooth and make it easy for people to navigate through. So at this point in time, do we have more questions? Do we have any more questions so far? Any more questions? Please do not hesitate to ask. Have you understood how is the session? How is the session so far? How is the session so far? Please let us know in the comment section. It's a little bit timid. I'm giving us some time. Let us mention, how is it? How is it? I'm seeing nobody commenting yet. That's actually not the best thing. So please let us all either ask our questions or leave a comment. Okay, so Florence, what's your thoughts concerning the session so far? And do you have any question concerning how to develop your e-commerce offering? Okay, now this is a very interesting. Thank you so much, Mrs. Yavumba, for this comment. Now, Ivy is asking, are the free platforms safe to use when registering your domain names? Okay, we are going to the step where you have to purchase your domain name, right? Would advise to go for platforms where you actually buy, because your domain like that somebody might have had it. So in order to be certain that the domain that you want to use is protected and is sure, make sure that you go to a purchasing platform. We spoke about Google, for an example, to buy domain names. Now, to actually register, you go to GoDaddy and all the other platforms you choose, and those platforms are safe. You just need to make sure that you are on the right platform, and if you're on the right platform, then it's safe for you to carry out transactions on it. Okay, I hope this helps you, Ivy. Does it help you? Any more questions? Okay, I am not yet seeing many more questions. Oh, thank you so much, Adaise, for this answer. Ivy, I hope you're satisfied. Then I will just continue to take the last part of today's session, where we're looking at utilizing social media to drive sales. So we actually talked about establishing an online presence, and we showed all the reasons why you should be there, and a little bit what it takes, and the advantages that businesses have to actually have their online presence. Then we went forward to talking about having your e-commerce offering, and here we're mainly making you to understand that as a major tool of your e-commerce offering, your website is very, very, very primordial. Why? Because like I was earlier explaining, it's your, it's the contact that somebody, it's like your shop, it's like the physical representation of your business online. So it's important that it should be, you know, up to date, it should be present, and it should have adequate content. And when we're looking at developing your e-commerce offering, we talked about, first of all, buying your domain. We talked about registering this domain. We talked about the second point is building the site itself, and we mentioned the free platforms that can help us to build the site. Equally mentioned that we should use templates that are linked to our business, templates and colors that are linked to our business, and all, right? The third thing that we spoke about is uploading content, and then we spoke about add-ons and plugins that can help us navigate through this e-commerce offering smoothly. We equally mentioned that as we are on the online sphere, it's important that we make our site mobile friendly too. Now let's look at social media. I know most of us have heard about social media. We use social media, whether it's on a personal or on a professional basis. So first thing is, how can social media benefit your business? You may be asking yourself, how can it? And now let's show you some benefits of social media for your business. The very first benefit is that you can generate more sales thanks to social media. The second point is you add value to your brand. How so? By the quality of the content that you're posting, by the way you're posting, the colors and everything put into place to make sure that your brand has a very great offering. Okay, social media to improves your marketing, right? With the proximity that you have with your client, the efforts that you're doing, with the way you're sharing, it improves your marketing. Then it can equally permit you to build relationships and networks. Then you can stay competitive via social media. Then you can stay competitive via social media. So these are a couple of advantages that social media is bringing to us as business owners. Right now, let's talk about how do you set up a social strategy. It's important that you know that social media is advantageous. It's very important and good that you have this knowledge, you're aware of the fact that social media is advantageous, but it's another thing to know how to navigate the whole social media sphere. And now, for us to let you know how you can navigate the social media sphere, we're going to show you how to set up your social strategy. The very first point when you're setting up your social strategy is your audience. Who are they? Who are you talking to? Because It's from there that everything commences, your audiences. Then your business goals. What are you seeking to achieve? What do you want to reach with social media? Third, what platforms are you choosing? Now, the fourth thing is your tone of voice. Are you funny? Are you serious? What tone of voice are you seeking to use for your business? Okay. What tone of voice are you using for your business? It's very important that you equally think about it. And then what does success, what does it mean to be successful to you? Now let's look at your audience. Very important. You know, your audience is the first category, the starting point. So you need to know concerning your audience, who are they? Am I targeting men? Am I targeting women? Second point is, what are they interested in? The third thing is, who and what influences them. Okay, you may need to know what are the platforms that they use most, what are the things that they follow through, what are even their hobbies, right? You need to think about where are they and when are they usually online, which social media do they use, and this is very important. Now you can first of all do a general research on the basis of various social media and the age range that comes in there. You know, for example, that if your social media platform is LinkedIn because you're into services and all, you already know that your audience is between 20 to 60 years old, right? These are people that are on the job market, that are trying to show what they can do, and other people too that are trying to make their services known and all. So you need to think about which social media works with which type of audience. It's important that you have your age, the age group of your audience is very important. If you know you're selling things for adolescents, you know that TikTok, you must be there. Adolescents, teenagers, you know that TikTok, you must be there to show them the videos, to do some dance steps sometimes. So you think of your audience, of what they are interested in. That guides you through when they're online, what influences them, and especially what social media they use. Right now that we've seen your audience, let's now go to your business goals. Now, after your audience, you need to devise what you want to achieve. So when you're coming to social media, what are you seeking to achieve? What are you seeking to achieve? Is it that you want to give better customer service? You have noticed that you're not as present as you would want to. So you want people to know that via your social media, they can always contact you and you're accessible at all moments. So you're thinking about that. You say, okay, my goal is giving better customer service. It can be grow brand awareness, and if that is your objective, that means you want to make more people know that you exist, that your business exists. Social media is really your go-to source, right? But you need to clearly define that as a goal. That means you now know what are the various actions that I need to put in place for more people to see me on social media. Now, is it discovering more sales? Yeah, you need to include a lot of call to actions where they call you via WhatsApp, where they reach out to you on your website, on your email. And this would even get you to maybe go into social media marketing in terms of paid social, right? So you need to also identify what is it? Am I trying to generate more sales? Am I trying to get more people to my website? Am I trying to connect with influencers? When you define what you want to achieve, then you will know exactly what action you're supposed to put into consideration. The third thing here is you need to pick a platform. You need to pick a platform that works for your business. Is it business focused? Is it lifestyle focused? Okay. Then another tip here is start with one. Test, learn, and then try another. Don't start with everything. Start with one and then look at it. Is it going for my business? Is it the platform that permits me to showcase my products the way I should be showcasing them? Before now, you can test, learn, and then try another one. You can also want to know what different channels, the different channels and different strategies that you equally have to use for depending on the platform. Remember when I was talking about TikTok, I said videos. With LinkedIn, you can use more of a well-written, nice, very intelligent text and a picture to accompany, but you already know that for TikTok is videos. Right now, you need to define your brand social voice, and in this you need to give in your brand guidelines. Now, is it serious? Is it funny? You need to think of all these guidelines. You need to make sure that you have your logo. What is the logo that you're going to use? in a colleague normally says your logo is your virtual graphical representation, is that thing that permits you as immediately as you're seen to be recognized. If you're using Askai, you can't go wrong with Askai. You can't miss Askai when you look at an image of Askai, because you're just seeing Askai's logo. Askai's logo permits you to see and discover Askai. So logo is very important. What fonts and colors are you using? Don't just ramshackle people into colors. Make sure that you define your brand's social voice, the fonts, the colors, the tone of voice, the personality, like I was saying, the do's and the don'ts. What should I do? What should I not do? And then you should equally define the style of images. So this is it concerning your brand social voice. Now you also have to define, what does success mean to you? Is it growing sales and traffic? Is it improvement in customer service? Is it calls, answers, or star ratings? What is success to you? Is it increase in brand awareness, reach, and numbers or mentions? So you need to clearly know, what would success mean to me? I just started on social media, and then my goal is to make my business more discoverable. And I've given myself 3 months for the period of time that I'm starting, meaning that my success would be to see my business move from one point to the other, right? Say I've increased in Facebook likes by 40. That would be what I need to see as success. So you need to define what success is to use. Now let's talk about, which social media platform does your business use? Could it be Twitter? Now, Twitter is a very interesting platform when you want to start up when you start up conversations as quick as possible, when you want to create a trend, okay? A trend for people to follow, right? Twitter is a very, very, very interesting platform. Twitter too, it's actually defined as a microblogging tool. So you go there to type, but now, based on the evolution of social media, its statistics show that when you have a tweet accompanied by a picture, it gets more retention, right? So Twitter is a very important tool, very, very great tool as PR. If you want to get close to your customers, Twitter is for you. So what do you do when you're starting up on Twitter? Create a professional looking profile, header and header image, and then our name, art name, then get noticed and join conversations by using relevant hashtags. Before creating your own, join conversations by using relevant hashtags, ask questions and run polls, retweet and engage with content your customers would like, so they can see you're actually doing that. Use pin tweets to display important messages offers. The other platform is Facebook. Now, Facebook helps customers find you and see what your business is about. Now, you should make sure that your Facebook page has links to your main website page, has your opening hours, contact details, your email, your closing hours. Change the call to action button, shop now, contact now, buy now. Change it as frequently as possible when it is dependent on your business. Use GIF and videos to generate interest and shares. Now let's talk about Instagram. You need to first of all know that Instagram is a picture-like website. Everything that you want to say using pictures, videos, is your Instagram is your go-to source. So it's a place where you share photos and videos of anything from the new product to a day at the beach, all right? And you need to use your photo to tell a story and get people interested. Keyword: use your photo to tell a story and get people interested. Go easy on the hashtags. Follow influencers, brands, and people you find interesting. Now, let's talk about LinkedIn. It is great for recruitment, building a professional network, or connecting with peers. Now, to create a professional company page and add a profile, encourage your employees to become brand advocates. Make sure that they always have their own say about the company, and if it's positive, it's best. All right. Make your company search engine friendly. Generate interest by creating special showcase pages, share products, and thought leadership content, right? So this is what you can do for LinkedIn. We looked at LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's true that we've not looked at TikTok, we've not looked at YouTube, but these are still very interesting platforms for your social media endeavors. Now we're going to pause here for the last phase of question and answers. Last phase of question and answers. Now, how much now does it? I see Ivy had left another question where she was asking, how much does it cost maybe to buy a domain. I think between $5 and $15. $5 to $15 you can get one. It depends on the platform where you're buying it from. Okay, thank you, Salatu, for telling me that it has been good so far. Now I want to listen to you guys again. Do you have any question? Meanwhile, at the end of all these sessions, we're going to be attributed certificates, and Judith is going to drop the link for the certificates in the comment section so that you can all feel it, and so that you can all feel it in order for your certificate to be delivered to you. Meanwhile, I'm listening. Any questions, please? Any more questions so far? No questions. So the session delivery has been okay. No worries. Okay, I don't know if Judith has already posted the attendance form, but let me help you. Any questions, please? Please. I know that silence doesn't always mean consent. So do we have any questions? Thank you so much, Diana. Good to go from Ivy. Judith has posted the attendance form. Thank you so much, Judith, for doing this. Any questions? Please let us fill the attendance form. It's very important. We are supposed to be certified after this training, and for us to be so, the attendance form needs to be filled neatly as you want it to appear on your certificate. So if you don't have any other worries, questions, right, let's move forward. There is a free bootcamp available from Google, like I earlier mentioned, so make sure you sign up for the Google Hustle Academy bootcamp. Judith, please drop that link again in the comments section, right? Also, what are your next steps? If you want to self-learn, if you want to have more details, please go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses, and you'll be able to learn on your own and have more details. Now you can equally find us on social media: facebook.com/digital skills for Africa, twitter.com/digital skills AF, instagram.com/digital skills AF. Equally, you would find Impact Hour on all these platforms: facebook.com, twitter.com, instagram.com, and all these links too are going to be shared. Now, we've come to the end of this session. If you don't have any other question, we would be ending it, but I want to really make sure that we are all fine, we've all understood. Please tell us how has the session been? Has it been interesting? Have you learned? Please tell us, what is your comment concerning the session? We really want to know what has been your comments concerning this session. We really want to know. Please tell us. Okay, while Judith is dropping the links, I'm actually still on the call to hear from you, feedback. Thank you very much, Dr. Kodima. This feedback is from you. This is really heartwarming. Thank you so much. And once more, thank you to Zoom Foundation for giving us this opportunity. Now we're going to see ourselves on the next section. It's on the 17th of November, same time, 12:30 Ghanaian time. Okay, let's all be on time. Let's do what to invite everybody so that we do not miss the next session, right? The session needs to be very more interesting and more participative. Thank you all, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being on the call. See you during the next session. Take care and have a very wonderful day.